Jeremy spent part of the night treating and pumping balloons again, but due to the diligence of the rest of the team, he was able to get some sleep. Before they get going, Andy and Jeremy discuss the back vertebra and the best way to tackle them. After a confusing start yesterday, Jeremy decides to begin this day and the rest of the days with a group sit down to explain what they hope to build in that day.
We're going to try and knock off these back of the spine and the neck, and also the arms and the ribs. The ribs and the arms should go fairly simply. They're not complicated bones. They're skinny.
As the team gets started building the hourglass shapes and the fins for the back vertebra, Brendan has found one advantage to building large sculptures over small.
So one of the super nice things about weaving, at least for me, is that it's actually easily done sitting down, where some of the other stuff isn't so easily done sitting down. I'm Brendan Rollins. I've lived in Provo for the past 8 years, but I was born in California, grew up in England, New York, and Illinois, and I've been balloon twisting for just over a year now. Besides balloon twisting, I'm also an amateur improv comedian. Well, I think the weaving is a lot easier than I thought it was going to be at first, and having a lot of fun right now because we're making wings. So I'm thinking back in the day, they probably had some really good barbecue dinosaur wings. Should check Buffalo. I think I know where they get the wings now, off the spine.
With the rest of the team building such large vertebra, the team's paleontology expert Andy quickly gets ahead of the twisters and taping out the bones. They decide to expand his abilities and responsibilities.
Andy is no longer just a paleontologist. He's advanced himself to the field of balloon artistry.
The children present at the build continue to entertain, but they are getting as worn out as the rest of the team and need more attention than before. As time-consuming as the hourglass centrum are, it quickly becomes apparent that the fin shapes of the neural arch will take even longer. Heather seems to have a knack for this type of weaving and settles in for the long haul.
My name's Heather Jensen. I'm from Utah, and I've been twisting balloons for about a year, a little over. I got into balloon twisting when I was in junior high. Me and my sister were taking a couple of classes, community classes in the summer at the high schools, and we decided not to do gymnastics, so we looked for something else and found balloons. With Jeremy, I did strawberry shortcake, and she's about 6 foot. But then on my own, I've done like a 4 or 5 feet leprechaun.
Again, they finish the day by starting to high float the next day's balloons. Jeremy briefly explains the next morning's plan to store the balloons at the display site at Thanksgiving Point in Lehigh.
I talked with Gary, or emailed Gary. He said anytime after 8:30, so we'll get there right about 8:30.
Oh, because that's when they're closing.
No, in the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
We're delivering in the morning, and then we're going to come here. This is why we're storing them up at Thanksgiving Point.
They're as big as our apartment.
At the end of the day, the team is more than a day behind schedule, and everyone is exhausted.
Yeah, it's those long, heavy ones, wide. Oh, this is not for this one. It's like this one's a little too wide.
It looks like a little person.
Yeah. Casper, the friendly ghost.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that.
Yeah.
All right, good job, good job. Well done, well done. Now in your mouth, Joshua.
That's in your mouth, right?